Now, if you're lucky enough to be within a department where other people are teaching the same kind of content to you, or if you're sharing work with other schools, having a masterclass is generally good practice. So what we tend to do within our department is at the start of the year, we will set up some masterclasses, and you can see these ones down here. We've basically got a background on them to identify that these are the masterclasses. And what we do is we put in all the resources for the year into those masterclasses. And what that means is that any other teacher can basically pull resources in from these masterclasses into their own classrooms. So in other words, it saves every teacher having to reinvent the wheel each time. And that also goes for other schools that might be using your resources. So we share resources with several other schools that are in our multi-academy trust, and they can actually pull resources from each of our Google Classrooms that we've set up. Therefore, it's a really, really good way of collaborating. So in terms of how you do that, clearly you set the masterclass up as you would do any other normal class. So do refer to my other videos which tell you how to do that. And once that's done, the process generally works like this. So you would go into the class, and then you would go to the classwork stream, and then you would go to create, and then reuse post. And when you get your list up, it's basically asking you which class would you like to reuse information from. So let's say, for example, this is my Python Programming Master class. When you click on that, you then get all of the different assignments that have been set within this masterclass. So I'm going to select the first lesson. It's generally good practice to try to name these assignments in a logical, clear way so that you can refer to them later. And then you simply press reuse, making sure that create new copies of all attachments is selected. So you go onto that, and then after a few seconds that will create you your assignment. Now when it comes through, you've then got the opportunity to just check all these details, so making sure that each copy is given to each student. Do check the instructions are still the same for each of your classes, and you can also at this point select any other classes that you would like to give this to as well. So you can actually at this point say, well, I want this class, this class, this class, etc. to all get these as well, and that will automatically put those assignments straight into their streams as well. When you've done it, you can then assign it, or you can schedule it, save it as a draft, whatever you want to do with it. Okay, so that's the advantage of using masterclasses, is that it makes it much quicker for a number of members of staff to basically disseminate workouts rather than one person having to do it all individually.